Hey, what's up everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we're going to dive into a box of Dominaria Remastered. We're going to open up a collector box, and it's a set that I really enjoy opening. Admittedly, it is a little bit of feast or famine. There is some really good top-end hits in there, and then there is a lot of bulk down there. Hopefully we see more of the former than the latter. With that being said, why don't we go dive on in and let's crack some packs. So as of the filming of this video, the boxes are about $190 per box on average, which is, I think, fairly reasonable. And again, there's there's a lot of the mythics are like a murderer's row of bad mythics at the bottom. There's a lot of like $1 mythics in here, which feels real bad. Simultaneously, in the rare spot, you've got some really sweet rares. You got a full complement of the tutors: Enlightened, Mystical, Worldly, Vamp Tutor, Entomb, Gamble. So I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I'm looking for a Force of Will. It's been a minute since I've opened a Force of Will. Force of Will or Vamp Tutor would feel real good today. Here we go. Off the rip, we start off with a Retro Frame Foil Chainer Dementia Master. Next up, a Helm of Awakening as our first borderless card of the box. Maze of Ith in the Retro Frame. I think Maze of Ith actually is probably pushing between $5 and $6 right now, so that is not a nothing burger. I don't know why I put Chainer up top. It's not a hit. But I do believe Maze of Ith is probably in like the $5-6 range, so that's not bad. Next up, we have a Jester's Cap. Sweet reprint, nice nostalgia, not a value proposition at this point. Mystic Enforcer as a retro frame. I'm trying to sort out my pals here early and often. And we get into our beautiful land, John Avon land, and our commons and uncommons. Put those here. Just go over there. Put the retros there. Okay, there we go. Now we got some sort of organization. Sure. I will say, actually, there is a couple of uncommons in this set now making their way up. Damping Sphere is one of them. I have a suspicion on that being a storm foil as to the reason why. Vexing Sphinx in the retro frame foil is a definite swing and miss. If we're going to continue to hit retro frame foils that are not good, this is it's going to be a problem. Okay, Gemstone Mine. Not a value hit, but I think a good playable card. So I'm going to put it up top again. It's not going to crest our $3 threshold. First mythic, and I hope this is not a sign of things to come, is a Sarah Avatar. This is one of those womp mythics. Another thing that DMR is known for is duplication. We are going to have rares in this box that we see 3 copies of and mythics that we likely see more than 1 copy of. I'm really hoping it's not Sarah Avatar. In fact, I mean, at one point, this was a powerful card. Time catches up with us all. Woodland Cemetery, good playable card in the pack foil, but none of the lands, as far as the rare foil lands are concerned, the rare lands are concerned, are a hit for us. Beautiful foil island. High Tide, hey, cool. So there, yeah, like I said, there are a couple of uncommons in here that are gaining a little steam, but it is largely about can you hit tutors and can you hit some of those upper echelon mythics. Hey, there we go. There's a really good one. That is a borderless foil mystical tutor. That is really, really nice. And the beautiful Richard Kane Ferguson, very distinct treatment, very distinct art style. I think mystical tutor, probably for the borderless foil, is probably around the $12, $13 range. Absolutely a hit that we will take. Next up, Grim Lavamancer, and again, the art, I should say this, despite value, art in this set is top notch. I really think a lot of the art in this set is absolutely outstanding. All right, Grim Lavamancer. Sulphur Falls in the retro frame, cool but not a hit. And a mythic, hey, Urza. Okay, there's a solid mythic for us, and that's one I'm on board with seeing. So pack foil Urza's probably in like the $8 to $10 range. Despite Urza getting a couple of reprints in a relatively short period of time, this is a sweet opening, a sweet hit for us. Wild Dogs, Impulse, Thran Golem, and oh, that's what I did wrong. Jeez, I'm off my game. There we go. It's like these piles, all of a sudden they don't make sense. Okay. Voice of Law, Mystic Enforcer, Werebear. Also a fun set to draft. Obviously you're not drafting with collector boxes, but it is quite a fun set to draft. I had a lot of fun with drafting a DMR. Okay. All right, so this is pack number 4. We are at least on the board with one good mythic, and if Urza was the duplicate over Sarah Avatar, I would take that all day. Shalak Mons as a retro frame foil. Not a hit. Maze of Ith, that is our second Maze of Ith. You know, I ain't going to put Gemstone Mine at the bottom. We'll put another Maze of Ith up there. Again, I think Maze, probably between the borderless and retro, are probably relatively the same at around $5. So that is at least decent. Pyre Zombie in the retro frame. And Pack Foil is Denizen of the Deep, because you can't open a box of DMR without getting at least one Denizen of the Deep, and it is more likely... Ooh, Tormod's Crypt. That's actually a pretty decent retro frame foil. You can't open at least one box without at least getting one. More likely than not, you're getting like 2 or 3. Fire and Ice, Recoil. Okay, all right. Into pack number 5. No real jackpot stuff yet. Rares, I mean, we're looking for tutors. Entomb is another one that is really creeping its way back up. Here we go. It is a World Gorger Dragon. Also decidedly not a hit. There was a point in time where the borderless foil version would have actually commanded a pretty pricey, a pretty good price tag, but unfortunately, really not the case anymore. World Gorger is one of those cards that has been left behind. Still kind of a combo piece, but as far as value is concerned, that is a big swing and miss for us. Arborea in the borderless. Cryptic Gateway in the retro frame. Forgotten Ancient, a card that is strangely making its way up. I think the regular copy of this is like pushing like $3 or $4. So the foil version is probably about the same. I'm actually going to put it up top because I think it's over that $3 amount right now for whatever reason. I don't even have a good reason for it, but there it is. Undead Gladiator. Mindstone. Foil Swamp. And into our uncommons and commons after that. Okay. I'm hoping that we're looking at least at like a 6 to 7 mythic box. We are headed into pack 6, which will wrap up the first half of this box. Okay. Zur the Enchanter in the retro frame foil. Not a hit for us. Good card though. Good commander card especially. Good commander. Rare Denizen of the Deep. Every time, man. Every time. Arcanus the Omnipotent in the retro frame. And conclude with the oversold, overprinted Cemetery. It got a couple of printings in a short period of time, and that was all she wrote for that card. Spirit Link. Renewed Faith. Factor Fiction. Beautiful Forest. And into our uncommons and commons. Okay, so far, first half of the box, not going to lie, kind of rough. 2 bad mythics, 1 pretty decent mythic, 1 really good hit out of the rare, and then a couple of few, like, some other stuff. But we're going to want to turn it up in the second half of the box. I would really love to see a Vamp Tutor or Force of Will. It's been a minute since I've seen one of those. Believe it or not, I've had boxes where I pulled multiple. Okay, here we go. Second half of the box. Start off with a Sulfuric Vortex. I keep doing that with the token. Sulfuric Vortex in the retro frame foil. Next up, hey, there we go, as a Worldly Tutor. Cool, borderless Worldly Tutor. Want to say like right around $12 for this, so that is actually a pretty good hit for us. The kind of hit we actually really needed, in fact. Beautiful Worldly Tutor. Clifftop Retreat, retro frame. I know they're not value hits, but I actually don't mind getting... I don't want them as my retro frame foil, but I don't mind getting them retro frame the check lands. So, and then a mythic No Mercy. Okay, this is a better mythic. No Mercy, I think, is right around 10, so that's a decent hit for us. That at least helps. That was a Chain Lightning. Retro frame foil Chain Lightning. Hey, that's not bad. Borderless Flame Tongue Kavu, also kind of sweet. Keeper of Flame of Valduk. Beautiful foil Island. And nothing else really behind that. Okay. That was at least a better pack. I was kind of mentioning other rares we want to see besides Tutors. That's Sneak Attack. That's a mythic. Entomb is definitely one of them. Gamble would be good. Here we go. Next pack. Joel Rail the Monvolley, Recluse, and the Retro Frame foil. Man, we have really swung and missed on getting on the Retro Frame foils. Oversold Cemetery as the borderless time. Again, really cool art. If it hadn't been reprinted in almost back-to-back sets, was it Jumpstart 2022 and in DMR? Oh no, World Gorger Dragon. That's our second one. This is a retro frame. So we burned a retro frame on it and a borderless foil. That is a little rough if we're being completely honest with ourselves there. Triskelion in the pack foil version. Hey, Mishra's Factory. That's still a really cool retro frame foil. I know, Mishra's Factory's been reprinted many, 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 many times. Spirit Link, Peregrine Drake. All right, got our Swamp. And Pain, Suffering, Life and Death. And that will do it there. All right. Come on, box. 4 packs left, counting the one in my hand. Still time, but we are going to need some help. Jester's Cap in the retro frame foil. Again, unfortunately, decidedly not a hit. The retro frames have not been particularly good to us. There's a mythic, though. It is another Test of Endurance. Oh, so much pain. I think the regular Test of Endurance is like, I don't know, maybe $4. The borderless is actually more common from these packs for some reason. So, again, not a hit. It might be a couple of bucks. Really super sweet art, but yeah, again, not a hit. Rith, the Awakener in the retro frame. And conclude. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's at least a strong rare hit. We have a pack foil Entomb, which I am about. Again, as I mentioned, a regular version of Entomb, I think it's back up to like $11, pushing $12. So the pack foil version is going to basically be comparable at like $11 to $12. But that's at least a hit for us. And I will take all the Entombs I can get. Lull, Dread Return, Wild Growth, Foil Island, and our commons and uncommons. Rares actually pretty much carrying this box at this moment between the Mystic Tutor, Worldly Tutor, and Entomb. And then a couple of Mesa Ifs in there as well. Rare's doing their part. All right, 3 packs left. Come on, good Mythic. Rare. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. The Tutors have showed up in this box. That is a borderless foil Enlightened Tutor, and that is, I believe, the best we can do. I want to say borderless foil Enlightened Tutor is probably 2022. That is a really good hit for us. So that's huge. And actually, that one's going to go into definitely go into the PC. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, the rare is doing all the work in this box. How about a borderless non-foil Enlightened Tutor? Again, probably in the range of right around $20, I think. So that is a massive pack for us at this point. Lotus Blossom in the retro frame. Soul Canar is a pack foil rare. And that will do it there. Savannah Lions. Oh man, what a throwback. That card used to be big time. All right, Swords to Plowshares in the retro frame is also pretty sweet. John Avon, beautiful foil planes. Spiritmonger, Flametongue Kavu. Okay, well, that pack helped a whole lot. That has been huge for us. The Tutors. This is a Tutor box, apparently, and that is great. Because we needed it. And honestly, I will say, as I mentioned in the beginning, the box price of DMR is about $190, which I think is a fair price, and you can have some boom and bust stuff. But the nice part is like, you don't need to be all world to get back to box price on $190. If this box were $250, $300, that's a different issue. But I do think there is some upside there. And as I mentioned, you just kind of have to be wary because there is a lot of gnarl stuff in the Mythics. All right, 2 packs left. Here we go. Gemstone, I want to say Gemstone Cavern. I wish Gemstone Mine in the borderless foil. Again, good quality card, but not going to be a value target for us. Chainer, yeah. So there's a second Chainer as well. This time in the borderless. Denizen of the Deep, Trice. That's our third Denizen of the Deep because of course 3 per box. Umbilicus. That was a much worse pack. Gem Palm Incinerator. Hey, Rada. All right, Rada's cool in the borderless. Goblin Matron. All right. And Fire Blast, which was a nice reprint. Snap was a nice reprint. All right, last pack. Mythics. Would you like to participate in this opening at all? Even a little. Here we go, last pack. Can we do a little bit better? It is a rare, and it is, oh my gosh, it is a Siege Gang Commander in the borderless foil. Again, ultra sweet art. Really love it. Unfortunately, not a value target for us. Rare is a Wrath of God. Okay, all right. I like me some borderless Wrath of God. Again, probably a couple bucks. It's been reprinted many times, but you gotta love the art on it. Overmaster in the retro frame. Conclude with a rare opposition as a pack foil rare, and that will do it there. Juggernaut on the Juggernaut. Terror, Fire Blast, neat. John Avon, Invigorating Boon, Damping Sphere. Okay, there's at least a quality uncommon. So let's talk about this real quick, and then we'll wrap this thing up here. Mythics, pretty brutal, right? And I talked about it right from the get-go. Yes, you have Force of Will. Yes, you have Vampire Tutor. Yes, you have Sylvan Library. Even Urza's Incubator post-reprint is actually still holding up remarkably well. But Hunting Grounds, Test of Endurance, World Gorger Dragon, Sarah Avatar, there is some pretty bad stuff in there. Dark Depth's actually making a good recovery. We didn't see one of those today. No Mercy and Urza having to do the bulk of the heavy lifting for the Mythics tells you all you need to know about how the Mythics performed. On the glass half full side, couple of Maze Abyss in there. Again, maybe $5 a piece. Forgotten Ancient somehow around $3 or so. Entomb probably about $11. The pack with the double Enlightened Tutor is kind of what saved this box ultimately. Borderless foil's probably 22-ish. Borderless 20, Mystical Tutor and the Borderless foil probably about 12, and then I think Worldly Tutor also about 12. So this box ends up kind of being saved basically by these rares right here. Anyways, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.